Hey guys, Dave Darin here. Let's do something fun tonight. Let's play some videos that seem to all be intertwined. It's crazy. And I think you guys know what a fucking dirty show this is and what the mouths are and the people on this show. We're all full of dirt. We're dirt bags. We're going to do songs tonight that either the name of the band or the song title has something to do with digging the dirt. We're digging the dirt. We're looking for duties under the dirt. We're going to start off here with Dirty Gunnz. Down and dirty here. Double dirt in this one. Dirty Gunnz. Down and dirty on the Dave Darin Show. Check this out. Right to the music. Right. We're going to put it right into the dirt. Pedal to the metal. Right into the dirt. Here we go.
Everybody's here, raise your glasses and drink some beer. Live guitars and a whole lot of leather, sweat running down my mask, yeah. See your face, your body's tight, gonna make you scream, gonna make you say, down, dirty, down, dirty, down, dirty, down, dirty. Crowd is here, gonna rock tonight, raise your glasses, say alright. Not over, it's just begun. Wake up tomorrow and do it again. See your face, your body's tight, gonna make you scream, gonna make you say, down, dirty, down, dirty, down, dirty, down, dirty.
Did you like that? That was a cool track, right? Really. Another one. We're going to play a song now by a band called Filthy Truckers. Now, it's funny because I drive a lot. In fact, when I was younger, I drove a whole lot. In fact, I drove a Trans Am like Burt Reynolds. I should be doing those truck routes, like picking up Coors beer, right? My folks said you should have been a trucker because I like being on the road. Be a fucking nightmare to be on the road now with everyone not paying attention on their cell phones. And that's a real shit thing to do now because truckers are more exposed to dangers than they were before with all the people on their cell phones not paying attention, endangering everyone, of course, including the truckers who can't stop as quickly as the common cars can. But I'll tell you a dirty story, all right? And this is filthy. This is really filthy and dirty. It's not obscene. It's filthy and dirty. A friend of mine, Bill, I told this story before, but now I've got the tracks to back it up, all right? This guy, Bill, I'm playing in the 70s. You guys know I told you I used to make my livelihood out of music in the 70s and 80s, which is why I give a fuck about you guys, really. It's true. I'm trying to help out guys in a music business that helped me out. Now, it was easier back then for a couple of reasons. One, it seemed easier. But it seems easier because guys in their 70s, me in my 70s, I didn't have a house, didn't have a wife, didn't have a dog, didn't have a cat, didn't have responsibilities. I was basically I was living in an apartment, right? I wasn't even in the apartment. I was out getting laid all the time, so I wasn't even in my apartment. I was in anyone's apartment who had an available vagina for the most part. I wasn't living in an apartment. I was living in the vagina. So I'll tell you the story about Bill when we come back. Because I told you guys, I got to make you guys have interest in this show within the first fucking 7 seconds. So we're going to play Filthy Truckers, but this is a track of respect. It's called Never Forget on the Dave Darin Show. And here we go. We're going to roll with this track. Filthy Truckers. Here we go.
It's been so long since I've seen your pretty face. All the miles in the distance between this empty space. Lick my wounds, they never seem to heal. I've got scars in my head the size of a battlefield. I chose this life. I did what I felt was right. For God and country, I'll survive. God bless this road I'm on, and may it take me home someday, so I can live the freedom I fight for every day. I hit the ground running. There's a pounding in my soul. The sound of a war drum beating down. I can't let it go. Black clouds are rising. I never feared the rain. Will it be the day that the angels above finally call my name? I chose this life. I did what I felt was right. For God and country, I'll survive. God bless this road I'm on, and may it take me home someday, so I can live the freedom I fight for every day. Try to find this flag in front of me. Gonna find out what it's like to be my enemy. I won't stand by. Too many had to fall along the way. I chose this life. I did what I felt was right. For God and country, I would die. God bless this road I'm on. If I never make it home someday, I pray you live in freedom. I fight for it every day.
Guys, back to the Dave Darin Show. My story about Bill. All right, so Bill is like a lonely guy. He's like the guy that sits in the 70s. He's a young dude, the guy is still masturbating. He's not out there where he doesn't need to masturbate because he's with the chick. If you're with a chick in the 70s, you're going to do things to masturbate her. Is the guy with her that picked her up that night. And you're going to be doing a whole lot more than masturbating. You're going to be doing a whole lot more. A whole lot more. In fact, all 3 holes. So, Bill, lonely guy. I decided, Bill, you got to come out. I'm in this band. I'll bring you out. Let's go out. I'll help you to get laid. I will help you. You may not get the prime chicks because I'm taking the prime chicks. You're getting the leftovers. So I bring Bill out, right? I'm playing at the gig. I'm up there on stage playing, whether it was a bandstand or Samantha. I forget which band I was with that. I don't remember. It's irrelevant because there was a transition there right at that 70s mark where I switched bands. So, and by the way, one of the bands I was in was an all-black band, which is really, really pretty super. I was like the white dude, and they said I played like a black man. That's what they told me. And I had a great tan then because I'm at the beach at the Jersey Shore. I'm suntan. I'm looking like a black man. Really, I look like a black man from Philadelphia, hanging around with Will Smith in the hood. But telling you about Bill. How come I keep breaking from the train of thought's fucked up tonight? So Bill's there. I bring Bill out to the gig, right? Bill disappears. My set's over. I can't find Bill. So I'm wondering, Bill, is he in the car getting laid? Of course, it's my car. I don't want him in my car with his jizz all over the place in my car. I don't mind the girl's vagina juice all over the place, but I certainly don't want Bill's DNA all over the fucking place, right? I'm looking for Bill. I go in the car. He's not in the car. And I did give him a key to the car in case he did get lucky and wanted to make out to a degree. I did tell him put towels back there. I even put towels back there for Bill. It's funny now. I got a dog. I put the towel in back of the car so that the dog doesn't make a mess back there. Back in the 70s, I was putting a towel back there so Bill's jizz didn't make a mess in the back seat, right? So I checked Bill's not there. So I'm looking around for Bill. I decide I got to take a leak. So I go in the bathroom, and I can see Bill's shoes under the stall. But they're facing in a strange direction. Like he's not on the toilet doing a duty. His face, I knew vomit, right? You got to open the door. Either that or he's vomiting because he's in the position where he's kneeling and his shoes are sticking out, or he's got the girl on the top of the toilet and he's performing oral sex on the chick. You never know, right? I'm hoping that's the situation instead of vomit. I open the door, and next song, and we'll come back. I'll tell you the punchline. It's a cliffhanger, guys. It's a cliffhanger. We're going to play now. What are we playing now? This is Raftree. And I got to open this little thing up because I can't read. It's a longer name of the song. It's Raftree, All the Time. All the time I'm out with Bill trying to get him laid. All the time because he can't do it on his own. We'll come back to the story about Bill. Raftree, All the Time on the Dave Darin Show. Here we go.
You were mine, taking all that I have to make me stay, breaking away from the games that you play. With every passing moment, I held on to the past, like picking up the pointless pieces of a shattered hourglass. All the time you spend believing your own lies. All the time I spent creating alibis. You never knew what I was saying was goodbye. Spinning in your own web, believing your own lies. Shouting so loud I could not get through. Doubting myself when I should have doubted you. With every passing moment, I've got so much time. No longer infatuated, not wishing you were mine. Not letting you hold me down anymore. you spend believing your own lies. All the time I spent creating alibis. You never knew what I was saying was goodbye. Spinning in your own web, believing your own lies. Thought I knew you, only knew you in my mind. You were the one who always said true. I was blind. I tried and tried, but no matter how hard I tried, there's only so much a man can hide.
Back to the Dave Darin Show. Did you miss me? I asked my wife, I said, do you miss me when I come home from work? She says no every time. And then she says, what she says is funny. She says, I love you. But she says it in a funny way where it sounds like instead of I love you, unlove you. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like unlove you instead of I love you. If you say it quick enough, just like when I used to be a blackjack dealer, you can say, and I used to get not tipped from some people. People would shaft you. They'd make money at the table. They'd be winning. And they wouldn't tip you. So you could say, fuck you very much. If you say quickly, thank you very much. Fuck you very much. They don't know. You say it like that with an unclear tone. And then, I said thank you very much. But you really said fuck you very much. So back to Bill. Back to Bill. By the way, I just have an itchy nose. I don't do coke. I just got an itchy nose. It's allergy season. And it really is allergy. I don't know why. Fall is allergy season in Arizona? Back to Bill. Bill's in the toilet. I open the stall up. I expect to see a woman on the toilet, propped up, Bill's tongue in places that the ungodly approach to the vagina. The tongue way down in the vagina. Cave dwelling, right? That's what we're doing. Cave splunking. I really do have an itch now. I think Randy Skaggs right. I got to cut my nose hairs. All right, so I open it. Bill is vomiting in the toilet. Now, it's not just a normal vomit. It really is not a normal vomit that you can tolerate. I'm looking in the toilet, and I'm expecting to see chunks of shit, right? Chunks of vomit. Instead of just seeing chunks of vomit, I'm seeing chunks coming out of the toilet. You know why they're coming out of the toilet? Not because Bill has a massive amount of volume in his mouth or in his stomach, heaving it up. It's because there was stuff already in the toilet. And I'll tell you what was already in the toilet because I could smell it and you could see it because it wasn't coming out the yellow or the orange, which is the color of vomit for all of us know, and we have vomited because we've been drunk out of our minds. You know the consistency of vomit. You know the color of vomit. The color of vomit is not a darker yellow, almost near brown, unless it's mixed with what? With diarrhea. Someone in the toilet, someone must have had multiple problems with his bowels because obviously the toilet didn't flush. So I'm assuming the guy, now I'm not absorbing this by looking at it in great detail, but at the time, it's quite vividly obvious that someone clogged up the toilet with a constipated shit, and then once it got unconstipated, it flowed into Niagara Falls in the form of a diarrhea Niagara Falls, and Bill is vomiting into it. I don't, Bill, hold your vomit. At that point, probably when you're in there and you notice what's in the toilet, you can't help but vomit. Thinking about it now, I feel like fucking vomiting. Bill is vomiting into a toilet, clogged up by constipation, filled up beyond the constipation clog of the toilet with diarrhea, and Bill is chunking into the toilet, clogged up, overflowing with diarrhea, vomit all over the side. Oh my God, Bill! I hope he went to church on Sunday because that was a fucking nightmare, came direct from hell. That's my friend Bill. That's the story about Bill. They reminded me of Bill's story when I'm finding all these tracks about Durt. Next one, the Midnight Devils. Generation Durt, spelled D-U-R-T. Generation Durt. Bill is from the generation of Durt, obviously. That night, he was the generation, what do they call that? The generation spokesmodel for Durt. There we go. This is for Bill. I don't keep in touch with Bill anymore. I have no idea what happened to him. This is for Bill. The Midnight Devils, Generation Durt, D-U-R-T, on, what show is this? What show is this? Tell me. It's the Dave Darin Show. Here we go. All right. We got one more. Another story about Bill, by the way. Let's go to Bill. Since you guys all know he's the dirt monster around here, right? He is the guy living in the trash can, and he did live in a trash can. I was never in his apartment, never. Because after seeing someone vomit into a toilet full of constipation and diarrhea, and free-form vomiting with it all over the place, his hands were touching it, by the way, because he's propping his head on the throne, of course. And as he's doing that, it's overflowing. His hands are in it. His hands were in it. Unbelievable. How is a guy going to masturbate with a handful of diarrhea duty vomit on his hand? It's like, I guess it's a good lubricant, right? I'm pretty disgusting, aren't I, describing this? This is my maximum threshold of disgust. All right, back to Bill. So 5 years later, he's moving from one apartment to another. So I hate this when friends ask you to help them move. Don't you fucking hate that? And what do? They pay you in beer or pizza. And back at that time, we're happy because we're in our 20s. That's enough for us. It's like a trophy to get awarded in beer? But I did it, and I really didn't want to do it. And actually, I think I've only helped people move twice. Although I helped girls move 3 times. Because when you're helping a girl move, you want them to bend over to pick up a piece of furniture. And at that point, that furniture becomes a sex object because you're bending her ass over that piece of furniture. Because at that point, it's a target. It's not a furniture item. It's a target, right? So we don't mind helping chicks move. Really, we don't. Helping another dude move is not cool. We don't want that. Any of you guys that help dudes move and you're a dude, don't you fucking hate that? You want to escape. If you think a friend's going to call you, you put on your answering machine, "Hi, this is Dave. I'm really sorry I missed you because I really wanted to help you move, but I had this trip to Ethiopia. I'm helping out the people who are starving in Ethiopia. I'm sorry I'm not there. I wish I was. If I wasn't such a nice guy by helping out people in Ethiopia, I would be helping you to move." That's the voicemail you put out there on your answer machine. So I'm helping Bill move, and you're drinking beer. Of course, all guys are drinking beer when they're helping you move, right? You're drinking beer because you're not even sure if you're really going to get paid in beer or not. Like you're promised a case of beer. But is that case of beer being drank by everyone that's helping this fucker move? No, so you want to drink that fucking case of beer in case that is your reward and you drank it by the time you're done helping the dude move. And then you're leaving with a bunch of empties in a 24 pack, right? You're leaving with a bunch of fucking empties. So I'm drinking the beer. How to use the toilet. I go in the bathroom. Bill's place is a fucking nightmare. I don't think he's ever clean. I have no idea how even long he moved there because, like I told you, I had no interest in visiting Bill in his place. I go into the bathroom and I helped him clean the toilet. It had encrusted, dry shit along the bowl. You can visualize that. You know what a watermark is along the bowl, right? Because you got the water up there. If you don't clean the bowl, there you get a watermark around the porcelain white, right? This guy, it wasn't that mark of stain. It was a shit stain all around, and it wasn't just up there. It was throughout the whole basin. Was covered in shit paint. Basically, it was a shit paint. It was primer. It was shit primer on there. So I started thinking, how do I help him clean the toilet? So I was younger. I'm not old like now. So when you're younger, you got that strong stream, right? That can hit. You can go out and sandblast your pool deck if you're a young guy with the stream of pee, right? So I've got that stream going. I'm thinking I'm going to chip away at the shit on the porcelain. And sure enough, I had such precision. I could have signed my name. I could have etched my name in there. Clean toilet, go around. Clean toilet brought to you by Dave Darin. I could have done that because I had a great accuracy. My accuracy now sucks. It's no longer a stream. It fans out. It's like the irrigation systems on the lawns. You know the way they are with the round thing, and then the water goes out in a circle like that. That's the way when you get to be my age. P goes from that strong stream. It's like a fucking laser. It can cut through. I could, with my laser P, I could have penetrated the Man of Steel, Superman. I could have gone right through him with that stream of P. Or I could have pierced him like it was kryptonite. But now everything it's a widespread. It's amazing the difference when you get old. Don't get old. Make that deal with Satan to stay young. The end of the Dave Darin Show. Did I gross you guys out enough? Did I fucking gross you guys? We're gonna play the final track, which of course has something to do with Durt. We are playing the Dirty Smooth. Now I believe this is a live track. It's called Blackjack City, live from Buckfest, Marlboro. That's appropriate. Talk about Durt at a place called Buckfest. Is that a B? Oh, it is. It is. If you switch them around, Buckfest, it can be called Fuck Best. Did you realize that? How could you name a place called Buckfest when you switch the F and the B, it becomes Fuck Best? Unbelievable. But here we go on the Dave Darin Show. Nice talking here. Nice visiting with you. Nice having you visit me. Share the show, all right? Share it because I'm trying to help out these bands. I'm going to tag them, and I'm going to see if they respond. And if they respond, they're going to probably respond with sickening responses and disgust because I played their great music on this disgusting show. But that's what I do. Share the show, guys. Help me out. Help the bands out. All right? Check you guys out.
You're going to get that a lot today, aren't you, sir? So we are the Dirty Smooth. Got some of our own songs. Couple of covers for you. It's called Blackjack City. Blackjack City.